You had a couple of films that were going to release. I'm
Yeah.
sure you're shooting for. Tell us about
Yeah.
those. I know Bhuj was supposed to release this
Yeah,
August.
Bhuj was supposed to release in August. I was really excited because it's my first biopic, and I'm playing a very, very like an amazing character of Sundarben Jetha Madharparya, who was a like a really strong woman and who helped in India winning the war in 1971. So she had a great contribution. So for me, it's a very exciting role. I was really looking forward to the film, but now who knows when it will go to, and because as for the industry, I don't think anyone knows when films will start releasing, when we can start shooting again, all of that. So everything's just on standstill. Other than that, I was shooting for my series with Rima Karti, and we were in the middle, and suddenly this whole thing happened, and we were all sent home, and lockdown happened, not being able to shoot again. And I was sitting at home thinking, "Ki agar shoot ho jata, at least we'll be sitting at home and watching it right now."
That's true.
Yeah, but unfortunately, it's been delayed.
In the beginning of this year, I not just beginning. I think in February, it was announced how it was observed, and there were articles about how you were the actor who, had the 1,500 crore club, which not everybody has to, is aware of and has been a part of. And you put this really heartwarming and really honest post out, and you spoke about it, which I want to get into. And you spoke about how you felt that you don't have to go out and do fake friendships and do extra PR to put yourself out there, which others have been doing, and how you feel that they've been underestimating you and saying things to you and saying you'll never be there. Um, Tell me a little about that and how, of course, how you've given up hope from award ceremonies and things like that. I felt that it feels like the right time to discuss it because everybody is self-reflecting, and then that post really felt that you've contemplated and with the clarity you wrote that.
Yeah, because it's how I felt for a long time now, and honestly, like even I was surprised when that whole poll came out and saying that, oh, like she's been a part of films that have collected 1,500 crores at the box office, and I myself was like very, very surprised because I never looked back, and I never like go through the work that I've done. It's been 10 years. This year would have been my 10th year, but 2020 has been cancelled, so we're not counting it. Next year is my 10th year. Okay, it's been erased from our calendars. So this would have been my 10th year. So I was just thinking the amount of work that I've done, the kind of the people I've worked with, the lessons I've learned. There've been good experiences, there've been bad experiences. It all teaches you something, and at the end of the day, I realized that it doesn't matter whose daughter you are, who you're related to, uh, uh, who you've worked with. It's all your work that counts. People will only see you. People will see your interviews. If they like you, they like you. If they don't like you, they don't like you. They will shun you. You will be nowhere. So it's only your hard work that counts. It doesn't matter which party you're attending. Who you're hobnobbing with. Uh, It, it's also secondary. If you love your work, you do your work with your 100% heart in it, and that's all that matters. And honestly, for me, it was like, wow, I've done a lot of work, and I've learned so much over the years. So that was my takeaway from it.
Do you still feel underestimated? Do you feel like people still don't take you seriously?
I love being underestimated. No, people take me seriously, but I love being underestimated because that just gives me, that's my drive. That's when I show them that they're wrong and you shouldn't have underestimated me, you moron.
And like I said, that it was such a beautifully put post. It also sort of puts me there about how actors are asked to work on their image, right? Like put yourself there and attend so many things. Also be friends with so and so, like you said.
Yeah, be friends with so and so, be photographed all the time, try and show an image of you that you're not. I just cannot do that. And I'm living proof of, I would consider myself a success story without having done all of that because I'm so satisfied with my work. My work has made my parents proud. And honestly, that is what makes me successful, nothing else.
But keeping real always is not easy, in
Yeah.
this world because sometimes people just like you said, they've assumed things about you and they want to go about and put that out there now. And the and now because there is time and internet is there, I think when you try to communicate with people along with all the love, the typical trolling or the typical meanness does come your way as well, which I think you now, I feel, you use your wit to such an extent that it becomes funny, right? Like I
Yeah.
enjoy reading those replies, which happened recently as well. Again, when the entire you were doing a Q&A and they kept on telling about that one Ramayana thing that
Yeah.
happened.
How many months has
And
it been? I don't even
yeah,
remember
I
when it
don't
happened.
remember when by then. I don't remember when by
God.
then.
Yeah, people just need to get over things. And like, I actually had a very, very interesting chat with Srishti Ravi Shankar some time back, and I asked him about it. I told him because we were talking about criticism and we were talking about negativity. So I told him that people put out so much negativity out there, and it's the same people who kind of are followers of uh, like who worship the Ramayana and Lord Ram and all of this.
Yeah.
And the biggest lesson for me from the Ramayana was that how to be a better human being, how to be a better son to your parents, how to be a better husband to your wife, which is what Lord Rama's taught everyone. So these are the same people who follow this but are so unforgiving when one person forgets one slight detail from the. So honestly, like he was like, why are you even paying attention to them? Because you don't make other mistakes. They are going to only pick on this one mistake of yours. And I was like, yeah, you're right. So he was like, just ignore them. And honestly, that's exactly what I've been doing for a while. And it doesn't matter really, because people who follow the Ramayana should know that forgiveness is one of the biggest uh,
Virtues.
virtues. Yeah, virtues that you can have.
But I felt like you also and you said it in a very witty, sarky way to them, saying that why don't you go and watch it from the show that you said, you
Yeah,
asked
it's
me to
playing
send
every
it
day.
to.
They still come and ask me the questions. जाके देखो ना, इतना है तो जानना है तुमको. मतलब मुझे आंसर पता चल गया, वही दिन पता चल गया था क्योंकि मैं शो में थी, जो शो में गई थी वहां पे मुझे बता दिया था. So now I know the answer. So if you all want to know so badly, please watch the telecast every day and every night.
But no, I think humor is the way to deal with it. You've done that in the
Yeah,
past as well.
yeah,
And you've called out misinformation. I remember even in the beginning, you put out a post on your Instagram account saying that, along with this, do not spread misinformation. And I think that's huge because one wrong WhatsApp forward can be so misleading in times like
yeah,
this,
yeah.
especially because we don't know the what is the cure for COVID-19. There is no vaccine yet. So I remember that post very clearly. How important do you think that part is, of course, and if you want to highlight that, and yeah,
It's very important, especially at a time like this where there's so much information floating around. You don't know the sources, you don't know how true it is, where it's coming from. Somebody sitting at home bored must have just started a chain of messages and sent it out. So, and a lot of like information, even on television for that matter, so unverified, and news channels covering it and reporting it, which I don't think is what we need right now. uh, so yeah, I think misinformation is, I think, worse than uh, the actual virus at this point in time, because this is a point of time where we need to keep our minds really calm. We have to keep our heads clear, think straight, follow all the rules. We can't be stressing out over misinformation. So something that you know think that people should really not spread.
you called out people who were spreading wrong information about your
Yeah,
pictures,
yeah, yeah,
particularly Mr. Vivek Agnihotri's comment.
yeah,
But
yeah.
the thing was, what I noticed was, I know probably you would have moved on, but it was important for you to tell that you are not going out there. Somebody puts an
Yeah.
old picture
No, I'll
and
tell you
you.
why. Because when that picture was posted, it was posted without any
Yeah,
information. It was just my picture
correct.
looking like I'm outside,
Yeah,
along with my boy and my security guard, and at a film set.
yeah.
So that is misinformation. You can't just post. Why would you remove the source of the information, what is written below the picture, that I was at a shoot in Goregaon, which was months ago?
Correct.
Why would you
It
do
was
that?
not you.
And then ask a silly question like, who shoots at such times? Nobody shoots, you moron, because shoots are not on. So it's really silly, and I felt really offended because I have a responsibility to my followers and
Yeah.
people who who follow me. So for them, they started like I was getting questioned on Twitter saying that what are you doing outside? Lockdown hai, तुम्हारे पास special pass है क्या? तुम्हें कैसे permission मिल गया shoot का and all? And I don't want any of that to. I don't want to mislead anyone on that. I am a very rule abiding citizen. I am sitting at home in the lockdown just like anybody else, and there are no shoots going on, so nobody is shooting.
Exactly.
Watch E-Town News Monday to Friday at 9:30 p.m. only on Zoom.